Hello friends and welcome back to Enterprise Architecture. Now this episode is the second half of the previous episode that got way too long about FTB Skies. This is an amazing new mod pack that just came out last week from the Feed the Beast pack team, and it's really great. I really love skyblock packs in general, and this one is absolutely top notch. It feels a lot like some of their Oceanblock packs that I've seen before and played with, but it's a whole new experience with a bunch of brand new mods. So we're going to dive in and check it out. Here's part 2. Crushing all of this cobblestone into the various things that we need, the dust and the sand and the gravel and all that, is real obnoxious. So we're going to use the auto hammer to do this. I really like the auto hammer. I think I first discovered this in one of the C-block packs. I can't remember which C-block pack I was playing, but discovered the auto hammers and thought that they were super neat. So we're going to go ahead and make a few of those. Right now we just need the one just to start manually moving things in and out of it. And it's really simple. We just need an iron hammer, some iron, some gold, some redstone, and some glass. Now I already had made the glass in preparation for this. And so now we have an iron auto hammer set up. Now, the other thing that we'll want to do is automate our input and output to it. And it can just use chests or barrels or whatever you have on hand. So we might go ahead here and make, do I have enough to make another barrel? Let's get a little bit more wood. So we'll also want to make a couple of barrels to go in and out of this, just so that we can automate the input and output, obviously. So we'll do 2 barrels like that, and that should be plenty. So we're just going to go ahead and set it up right here next to the pedestal. Okay, to set this up, I need to see what direction it's actually pointing, like so. So that's the input and that's the output. So that's backwards for our purposes. There we go. We want it to go this way. There, now it's the output. And we'll just plunk our barrel down right in front of it, like so. And now we can just stick things into this and it'll just do its thing. So let's see here, grab a stack of cobblestone, throw it in the back, and without any power or anything, it'll just start crushing that down and immediately give us gravel. It's real slow. Iron one's super slow. The gold one is a little faster, but I don't think we have enough resources to make that yet. Do we? Do we have enough gold? How much gold do we have? 6. That might actually be enough. So the gold auto hammer, all we're missing is the actual stone hammer. And for that, we just need 1 more stone rod. So we can make that real quick. There we go. And there we go. Immediately upgrading. When we have resource generation like this that makes it so easy to get iron and things, there's really no reason not to upgrade everything as quickly as we can. So let's put in a whole stack here and see how long that takes. Yeah, that's going a little bit faster. Not a lot faster, but a little bit faster, so we can live with that. In the meantime, we'll take the gravel we just made, and we're going to drop it in the top of our barrel here, which of course is giving us all of our other raw ingredients. And we've got some copper cooking away now too. Okay, so the other major ingredient that we're going to want to automate is dirt. And to get dirt, we actually need to use our same pedestal mod, but with organic compost on it, and for that we need straw. Straw we can get easiest by the cutting board with rice. So let's go ahead and get up some rice. Do we have a cutting board already? I can't remember if we already got one for free from something else, but I'll tell you what, let's make a knife. Iron knife is easiest. Grab that. And let's see here. Oh, we got a bunch of other stuff here. Well, we'll do that. All of these fun things, and we got a free pedestal from that. Okay, we're almost actually done with the getting started set. Got the auto hammers, and we got some extra auto hammers from completing that. Storage drawers and upgrades. And there we go. We got our cutting board from making the knife, as I thought. And we've got some more copper and iron that's done now too. But first things first, let's go ahead and throw our cutting board down. We're going to put it right here. Now we can use our cutting board. Oh, don't need that either. and use our knife here to get us some of this rice that was laying down. There we go. Now, if I remember correctly, I don't know why the rice is on sand, because you can't place rice on sand. I think you have to place rice on dirt. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. So we'll just pick this up here and put some rice down there. Although maybe I could take the rice panicle and can I get that into straw by cutting it on the cutting board? I think that's how that works. If I put that down. Yeah, that also works. So, and we got a bunch more rice. Okay, well, let's drop off our extra rice here, our extra bone meal for now, and plenty of straw. Okay, so now we have our straw. Whoops, I did not mean to place that down. Give me that back. So we have straw, we need our bone meal, and then the only thing that's missing is some bark from a tree. Now, to strip the log, we then need to take the log back over to our cutting board, like so, and then right click on it, and that should give us tree bark and a strip oak log. So we just need, what was it? What did I say? 4 of those, maybe? It's either 2 or 4, but we'll figure it out. All right, so compost. Rich organic compost. Oh, it is 4, good. So we grab that up, and now we have compost. Okay, perfect. Like so, and we're gonna just create this same sort of a system again here. We're gonna put this down here, point this at it, like so, and instead of the stone block, we're gonna grab the organic compost block. Now we take our pedestal, attach it to that. Looks like a different pedestal, doesn't it? I'm sure it's fine, but it just isn't stacking and it looks weird. I'm not sure why that is. And then we take our material generator and we right click it on there. And immediately we see we're getting a whole bunch of dirt. And dirt will go into this one so that we get all of these lovely other things, including our diorite and our andesite. That's right, right? Right. Okay. So let's see here. We'll let that run for a little bit. We'll let this run for a little bit. And you know what? We might go ahead and grind out some more iron and gold and smelt that down. Now that we have a supply of coal, yeah, I don't feel so bad for us using up all of these extra resources. So we'll just go ahead and do this. But you know what? We probably need a bunch more than what we've got, because I think our next task here... Oh, we got rice. Let's go ahead and grab that. Okay. So we've got our dirt generation. We got mycelium spores from that, from grinding the dirt. We need nether bricks, which we can get through netherrack. We need obsidian, which is going to be easy enough. And we should be able to mine it from having a diamond pickaxe. That's going to be easy enough. And then we can make a nether portal. Let's see here. We haven't gotten the loot bee yet to give us stuff. So that's frustrating. But other than that, we have most everything done here. Oh, we can make a composter, right? That's easy. Composter is like just wood. Let's see here. Make a bit more wood. And I think a composter, is it just this? Is that the composter? No, that can't be right. Is it this? Well, it's been so long since I made a composter. Well, let's see. What's it say? Oh, it says it should just be that. That's just what I put in, right? You all saw me put that in. Oh, I'm not sure why that is. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get ourselves a diamond pickaxe now that we have plenty of diamonds. And let's make ourselves our first piece of obsidian. Let's see here. Just dig a hole right here. Fine place for it. And then we need flowing water over the top like so. And perfect. There's some obsidian. We'll just mine it up real quick. And there we have it. So that is that done. We'll get a bunch more pieces of obsidian. And now I guess the only thing left on here besides the bees, which I am not sure how I'm going to get the bees now. Not the bees. Ooh. Also looks like we are missing a bunch of items. That looks like a bug in the pack. Well, let's just clean this up. I think these were supposed to be the obsidian arrows that used to be in here, but I don't know why they're not here now. So, we have a bunch more obsidian. Well, I tell you what, we are not going to worry about making the portals to the nether and getting netherrack just yet. I'm not ready to go on to that stage, and you know what? I think that'll be better to wait for the next episode. The last thing I want to do this episode, however, is automate my tree farm, because this is a bottleneck. I want to have infinite wood, much like I have all of these other infinite resources. I also think it's probably worth it to go ahead and upgrade these systems real quick, both with higher tiers of our actual sifter barrels and also with the inputs being automated, because there's no sense in doing this manually. So I'm going to upgrade the rest of these barrels, like I have this one diamond barrel, and also make probably a few more of these generators real quick and wire them up to this. Okay, so there we've got it. We've got the stone generation automated, which turns into gravel in the hammer, and then that gets sifted. And here we have sand being generated, turned into dust in the hammer, and that gets sifted. So those are the two primary sources of ingredients that we're going to need right now. So this is most of our ores coming from the gravel. It actually occurs to me now that there's a better way to do this. This doesn't actually need to have an iron auto hammer here at all, because we can just make gravel off of gravel. So let's clean that up real quick. There we go. Just gravel in, and that'll drop straight into this container. Now, we will want to pull the extra flint out, because that could clog the system here, because it is going to be making flint as well. But I'm not going to worry about that yet. I'll get into Pipes Mod in a little bit, and that'll fix that. We can pull the flint out separately. Now, for the tree farm, we're going to need to do something a little bit different. We're going to need 3 upgrades for this one. And I don't think we can make all of them just yet. We're going to need a fertilizer, we're going to need a planter, and we're going to need a chopper. Let's do the chopper first, because that's the most straightforward. It's just an iron axe and our upgrade template, so that's it. The planter upgrade is considerably more difficult. For this one, we need vegetables, and we can't get all of these vegetables right now. We can't get carrots and all that sort of thing, unless we use the market. Now, the market is super easy to get for us, because we had gotten that one red flower earlier, and we can use that flower. So let's grab up our flax. Where do we leave our flax at? There's my flax. Okay, so our flax can be turned into string, and then that string we can use to make 1 block of white wool with red dye, gives us red wool. So that 1 red flower now gives us access to the market. Now the market is just a couple of pieces of wood, and there we have it. Easy enough. Now let's go ahead and plonk this down, say right here, and that will, there we go, bring in our market vendor, the swap-o-matic guy. And to buy things from the market, we're gonna need emeralds. So I think we have some emeralds, yes, in our container over there. So we should only buy the things that we don't already have, obviously. So we have beetroot, so we need potatoes. We'll do 1 of those. Carrots, 1 of those. And actually wheat seeds we don't have, but we might be able to get if we go and break some grass. Let's see if we get lucky. Not from that round. There we go, we got some wheat seeds that time, and a whole bunch more flowers. Now, to maximize our yield here, I'm just gonna plant 1 of each crop, like so. And bone meal these up, so we have an infinite source of each of these plants in the future. So these will keep growing as they go. All right, so that should be everything that we need for the planter upgrade. So let's grab that. Perfect. And now the fertilizer upgrade is really straightforward. We just need that composter, and I think Yeah, we're running out of wood. This is what I was worried about. We almost have enough for the composter. There we go, just like so. Okay, so fertilizer upgrade. Now, to automate all the bits and pieces of this, we will also need some more hoppers. So we will make some more wood hoppers after I go cut some wood. And the other thing we need is our collector. The item collector. So this is a really, really cool device that just grabs up all of the items that appear in front of it. Okay, so now we have all the pieces for the item collector. And then the only thing we're missing now is our work templates. We're going to need a couple of these, and to get those we need the work tool. If I remember correctly, the work tool we get by taking the linking tool in our offhand and clicking it a couple of times. That's a tool swapper. It's a filter tool. Ah, there is the work tool. Get rid of this gravel. So now that we have the work tool, 4 sticks here will make that version. Oh, there we go. Need to make sure we get it back. And we need a few more sticks. So let's do that. Oh, no, we don't. We have plenty of sticks. What am I talking about? Look at all these sticks. So many sticks I don't know what to do with myself. So that's a work locations. And then we also need a work areas. Like so. And, I think I also have a range upgrade in here somewhere. Increases linking range. Oh, that's only the linking range. Okay, that's actually going to help us for what we want. But I will take the speed augments because that's going to come in helpful. And you know what? I think I need a second work locations now that I think about it, because we're going to need one for both the fertilizer and the planter. Yeah, I think that's right. And then the only thing else that the item collector needs is probably another hopper to be able to drop things into a barrel or a chest. So do that. Do we have a big barrel somewhere left? A regular barrel. Well, the regular barrel will certainly suit us for the moment, but we will want to upgrade that. Okay, so the pedestals we want to put down in the middle of the area that we are working in. So this will be our area for growing plants, and we're going to put them down like that. Now, if we, whoops, nope, give me that back. Okay. I think we need the linking tool to actually see the range that this is going to be covering. Linking tool, okay. So when you click on these, it'll turn on the visibility of the area in which it can work, like so. So all of our trees have to be planted in this area. We're going to place down the trees that we want as sort of our scaffold for what we want planted, just to see how much space we can kind of fit in here. Maybe one more over. But we want 1 block clearance on either side, because otherwise these ones on the opposite sides will not work. So like this one is going to be too close to the edge and we can't get away with it. And I am putting 3 spaces between them, but I can probably get away with just 2. Should I do just 2? Yeah, there's no harm in doing just 2. Let's do that. So we'll do like 1 here, 1 here. Like that. Then we can pack a bunch more in. And we'll probably want to go and get some other tree types, which we can buy as well. I think birch and maybe some dark oak would be nice. Some spruce. Something that we can play with for our build. There we go. That looks about to be a solid amount for us to fill in here, but not too much. Now we take our item collector, and know that our items are probably going to fall a little outside of that space. So maybe we actually put it over here, and we want it right in the middle, so we line it up with our pedestals, and then we go just a couple of blocks over, so like here. And then we can turn on this preview and see how much space it's going to grab up. So everything in here, it should collect. All right. So the only thing that's really missing here is that all of these trees that we're going to be planting, we want a maximum height for those as well, because otherwise these won't be able to cut them down. So let's go up and put a roof above all of this. Okay, so our iron wand made really short, quick work of that. And now that we have a platform above it, no trees will grow taller than this. They'll do a search for space above and determine, oh, I can't build there because it's too tall. So that will help us with that. I don't think the lack of light is going to be a problem. I think you can grow trees regardless. Okay, so turn off our visualization. And now we can start automating these out. We have our hoppers going into these two, and the first one we're going to do doesn't require any items, just the chopper upgrade. That just will work regardless. Now we have to tell it the work area that we want it to work within. So we want it to work within its linked area, but also a little further out here. Whoops, give me that back. So let's turn on its work area so we can see here. So we really want it to go from this corner all the way up to the top of that. So we're gonna have to build our way up here, like so, drop that down, and we make this the other corner. Now it knows everything in this space is where it should be working. Whoop, give me that back. There we go. And now it should be doing okay. It'll chop anything that it sees in here. We need to tell it to plant any trees. So this goes here, and that needs work locations. So we're going to go and click on every one of these saplings, and these will be the trees it will replace. Okay, there we go. So now it should be building saplings in all of those locations. Put that in my offhand and add it to that. And if I give it a stack of saplings, if I break one of these, it should try and replace it at some point. I don't know when, but at some point it will try and replace it. Now, the last thing we want to do here is grab up a couple of these. Oh, see there, it already replaced it. Perfect. Now we need to go and duplicate these work areas one more time. And it's okay if we click a log instead. It's not going to hurt anything. Okay, so this is going to be our fertilizer. So let's switch these, add that, give it the work area. And now any bone meal we put into that slot, it should automatically start fertilizing those trees. So let's grab up our bone meal. We have a whole bunch of that being generated. Oh, and we have our first pig. Hello, friend. And a cow. Another cow. Excellent. So this grass is now giving us all sorts of animals. That's wonderful. Another cow. Okay, we will herd all of our cows here in a second and get ranching. But for right now, I just want to put my bone meal in here. And this should start growing up my trees. I'm hearing it. See, you can see it's bone mealing each of those in sequence. So the only other thing I want to do is go back and find those speed upgrades that I had, and I want to max out the speed on my chopper, because that's going to be the slowest thing, I think, at this point. Oh, because they were in my inventory the whole time. That's why I couldn't find them. So let's go ahead and upgrade the speed on this a few times so that our chopping will happen a little quicker. Actually, let's just give it all of them. There we go. So that should maximize my chopping. Well, I'm getting logs in here, so clearly this is working. Something is happening. And we are getting more saplings back into the system, which ideally we'd teleport over here somehow, but that would require some item pipes or something like that, and I'm just not worried about it at this point. Okay, so we have wood automation going. So this is great. This will totally work for our purposes. Okay, so we've started expanding out this platform here as sort of our final bits that we can set up a farm. And because it is nighttime, we have monsters spawning already. Mini creepers, mini skeletons, all sorts of stuff. Ooh, yeah, good shooting. And of course it took me out very quickly. Ugh, I need to create a bed so I can not die. That would be good. And ugh, not spawn up there in a tree. All right, let's get back here. Let's finish cleaning up our mess. And while we're at it, we probably should go ahead and... Oh, visiting villager. All right, let's grab him before he accidentally gets killed. Hey, come with me. There we go. So we have the Easy Villagers mod here, apparently, which lets me just pick up our villagers and carry them around. Ooh, hello, Drigme. I don't know what you are. Looks like we've got a bunch of stuff from Ars Nouveau that's showing up. Okay, come on, skeleton. Bye. Ha ha ha. That'll take care of that. Now, I think the monsters are only going to be spawning on the dirt that we have laid down because it's not the safe dirt that we have from Botania, the vivid grass, etc. You know what? I can delete my death point too. Now, I think we probably have a couple of extra pasture seeds laying around as well. Don't we have some of those? Let's see here. Pasture. Did we sift enough down? Ah, yes, we did. So we'll probably want to make some more of these to help our grass grow a little quicker because it's a little slow right now. But we do want to have a couple little patches of it that'll kind of fill in the rest. Let's do one more here. Okay. So this is going to be our little farmland area now. I think I'll make it just a little bit bigger. Let's grab my wand and expand this just a little further. And now we just need some pens for our animals that have spawned. So we grab our wheat and hopefully we can lure in our cows. Let's grab the first cow in. I don't know where they've all spread out to around the island, so we're gonna have to go and hunt them down. Into the pen, into the pen. There we go. All of our cows are home safe. The cows have come home. Now, let's see if we can find this pig. Maybe the map will tell us where the pig went. Looks like we're right on top of it. And we missed a cow, too. Oh, pig. Silly old bear. You are stuck back there, huh? Okay, let's see if we can get you out. Okay, maybe if we put this dirt back. There we go. Got a carrot. Got a lovely carrot. You gonna come with me? Nope, 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 nope. Whew, that was scary. Come on, pig. Into your new pen. Your pig pen. Okay, perfect. There we go. So we've got some cows already spawned in. We've got some pigs already spawned in. And I'm sure we'll get some other animals along the way too. All right, so the last thing I want to do this episode, just to finish out our little bit of farm that we've got there, is build one more item collector. And the reason why I want to build one more item collector is because I do want to go ahead and see if I can spawn a couple of chickens here now that we've picked up a few eggs from various quests. To do that, we are going to need an item collector again, so we're going to do just 3 of these hoppers. We are going to go ahead and make ourselves another storage drawer just for eggs, because that'll help out a little bit, like so. And let's go ahead and make this item collector. Okay, perfect. So our item collector, we want to face into this fenced in area here. And I guess we can actually put it on the back if we wanted. I guess it doesn't really matter. We can put it right here. So we want the drawer to go here, and we want our hopper to go into that. And then we want our item collector facing into the pen. And I'll just grab anything in here. And we're going to do down, show the preview. We'll give it one more height down just to be safe. And the area that we need is very small. I think that should cover anywhere an egg could possibly spawn here. So that should be fine. Okay, turn off the preview. Now we just need to get one chicken. There we go. That's it. That's all we need. Oh, but we got an extra one. We got 2 chickens. Perfect. So these will continue to make eggs. This item collector will pick up eggs and it will put them into this little oak drawer. So now we have 1 pig. We need another one for you to have a friend and a whole bunch of cows. Wonderful. We've got a wood farm with tree automation. We've got our first initial resource automation, which is getting us more than enough resources. We actually need to start smelting some of these down somehow. All sorts of resources that we need there. And we have a mini farm. That was kind of a surprise at the end of the episode. I didn't think that we would get so many animals so soon. So we can start building out our farm area here in the near future as well. So I think that's a great place to stop this episode. We've seen a lot of the FTB Skies mod pack. We've unlocked a whole bunch of things, and we've already got our farm started. That's wonderful. Great progress. And we're actually getting to play with a lot of new mods that I haven't really tinkered with before. This Pedestals mod in particular is really interesting. It's like a mechanical mod and kind of a magic mod, but kind of neither. It's really fascinating what they've done. So next episode, I think we'll be playing a bit more of this same mod pack. I think it'll be time to start venturing into the Nether and cleaning out that quest and starting to set up some more of our storage here since we're getting a little bit out of hand with the amount of things that we have. I think it'll be time to also start setting up our actual base, a house to live in with all of our tools, all of our storage, all of the various things that we'll need to continue on our adventure. So join us back here next time for more FTB Skies on Enterprise Architecture. Bye, friends.